right, welcome to our next edition of Between Two Falcons. I'm Todd Dooley, the Director of Athletics at UTPB. We're joined today by Eddie Cheong. I hope I said that correctly, Eddie. A student athlete on the baseball team here at UTPB. Eddie, thanks for joining us today, man.
My pleasure.
So tell me about Eddie. Where are you from originally?
I was born in South Korea.
Okay. And how long did you live there?
I lived there for 17 years, about 5-6 years ago.
Okay. All right. So you grew up there, you spent 17 years there, and then what brought you to the United States?
Yeah, so I was a student athlete there. The culture back in Korea for student athletes kind of different than in the United States, where you basically wake up 5 a.m. Don't really go to school. You just practice for like till 11 p.m. from 5 a.m. to 11 p.m. So I was always hurt, and I didn't really like the culture. Like baseball was not really becoming like a fun thing for me. It was kind of too intense. So I knew one of the scouts is with the Red Sox, and he kind of introduced me this place called IMG Academy. It's in Florida, and yeah. So and then I was kind of interested, and I wanted to give it a try, even though I didn't really speak English. So kind of threw myself into the fire, and then I came to the United States back in 2017 to go to IMG Academy. Yeah.
Good stuff, man. So how did you land at UTPB? Tell me that story.
Yeah, so after I graduated from University of San Diego, there's a D1 program back in California. I knew my previous throwing trainer, Chris Hyman, knew one of our coaches here at UTPB, Josh Larinaga. So after last year, I stopped playing and started working. And UTPB was rebuilding the program, and I heard a lot of good stuff about UTPB baseball. So I kind of wanted to give one more shot as a baseball player, since I didn't really play after I got surgery at USD. So that's kind of how I ended up here.
Okay. All right. And so what are you're in grad school now, right?
Yep.
Is that right? And so what's your degree program there in grad school?
So I'm getting MBA, and it's the analytics concentration. So yeah, my goal is to be in the analytics or data analytics with the baseball organization, with the MLB. So that's the path that I'm pursuing.
Okay, so you want to be in those numbers in like Moneyball, the movie Moneyball, right?
Yeah, that's why
all that stuff.
Yeah.
Good stuff, man. Good stuff. So I'm gonna go back here and ask you a question. So Eddie is not your legal name, is that right?
It is not my legal name, yeah.
Okay, so please, because I would butcher it, my East Tennessee accent here, pronounce your legal name, if you will.
Yeah, it's Eujun Jung, but in Korea it's Jung Eujun, because the last name goes first in Korea. So it's Eujun, my first name, yeah.
So how did Eddie come about? There's an interesting story there, right?
Yeah, so when I was about 7 years old, I was in Korea. I happened to go to this kindergarten that only speaks English for a month. And I don't know why, but they gave me a name Eddie. So I was like, all right. And then I told the story to the scout that sent me to IMG. When he was sending me to IMG, he wrote an email to coaches and all the staff there that my name is Eddie. And I didn't even tell him to tell my name was Eddie. So, and then I went there in Florida, and everyone started calling me Eddie. I was like, that's not my name. But the problem is I couldn't really speak English. I couldn't really confront it, and I didn't say anything. And it kind of fits me well, so I was like, all right, I'll just go with Eddie.
All right, good stuff. Well, I can appreciate saying Eddie. Yes.
It's easier, yeah.
So after you graduate, MBA analytics, is there a club you want to work with?
Yeah, I think I want to start my career with going back to USD, and then do some data stuff with them first, so that I can kind of experience those high level, collegiate level data analytics. first, and then since I kind of like made a lot of connections in back in San Diego, so maybe the Padres. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
nice,
Rangers.
nice,
Yeah.
good stuff. Is that your favorite? Is that your favorite major league team?
I'll say so. Yeah.
Okay, good stuff. I won't hold you to that right now. I mean, you gotta whoever you're working for is your favorite at the time. So keep that in mind. That's your favorite regardless. Um, all right. Um, so do you have any siblings? You got any brothers or sisters?
I have one younger sister back in Korea.
Okay. And your family lives in Korea?
Yeah.
Yeah. So when was the last time you made it back to Korea? You were in Korea.
That was about 2 years ago, or 2 or 3 years ago, actually, when COVID was a thing. So it was kind of like tough. I had to isolate, but I isolate myself for like 2 weeks. Yeah.
Oh wow. Yeah. So did you get to spend quite a bit of time there in Korea going back and then come back to the States after a certain amount of time?
Yeah. So yeah, I spent about like a month and a half there. Had a good time.
So tell me tell me what motivates you. What gets you up in the morning? What gets you going? What just is there one thing that you can just point to and go motivates me?
Yeah. So it used to be just like becoming the best baseball player that I can be, but I've experienced like I've gone through a lot of stuff. Now I just want to be the best version of myself, and like if I can do something better today than what I did yesterday, like even though it's like a small thing, I'll say it's like a successful day. So that's something like I always try to find something that I can do better than the day before. So that's something that motivates me. Yeah.
Okay. All right, good stuff. Um, so how is it juggling? So you got baseball, you got school, your family lives basically on the other side of the world. What's it like juggling all those things?
Yeah, that's pretty like I would say unique, definitely. Like I know a lot of spring break now, so a lot of people go back there like where they come from to see their family or friends. But it takes a lot for me to do that, go back to Korea and the week isn't enough. So I would say sometimes I was I'm a lot like I'm used to it now, but it used to be like I just it was like a lot of like adjusting and like kind of adjusting myself to different environment. And I FaceTime my parents like every day. Sometimes because the time difference is a little hard. They call me when I'm sleeping or when I try to sleep. So that's something like is a little difficult. But other than that, I'm all used to it now, and it's kind of fun and I think that's something that make myself more unique than other people.
All right, good stuff. Now I want to give you a chance. We talked about this offline before we got started. I said think of a question that you ask me anything. So hit me with it. Hit me
Yeah.
with what you got.
When you were in college, what was your favorite spring break activity?
Okay, this is a great question.
Yeah.
Really good question. So when I was in college, I
Mm.
was a manager for the women's basketball team at the University of Tennessee. Our spring break was always around the NCAA basketball tournament.
Oh,
So I didn't really have spring break. So my favorite spring break activity was going to the NCAA basketball tournament.
right.
And I was fortunate enough to be uh, on part of the team when we went to three Final Fours in a row in the entire tournament, and we won two national championships while I was there. So my favorite activity for spring break was not to have to worry about classes and just worry about basketball. It was a lot of fun.
That's
It's a
awesome.
good
Yeah.
question.
Yeah.
It's a good question.
Yeah. Thank you.
All right, so I want to hit you with some random questions here. Okay. We get in your car, all right, and you start it up. What's playing on the radio right now?
Ooh, what's playing the radio? I would say. Oh, no, I was listening to a song right now. Let me just go back to my phone and look at it. Oh, it's called it's a For a Better Day by Avicii. Like he's not here anymore. Yeah, fortunately, but yeah, I like Avicii a lot. He's one of my favorite artists. Yeah.
All right, good stuff. All right, so we open up your refrigerator
Mhm.
and look inside. Tell me 5 things that are in your refrigerator right now.
Right now, I would say some eggs. I bought some eggs. Fried chicken that I was eating last night and some leftover. um, Pickles. I love pickles. Blueberries, and I like Greek yogurts. Yeah.
Okay. All right, you put the blueberries in the Greek yogurt or just
I
separate?
yeah, I recently started doing that. Like it's more efficient. Yeah.
Yeah, way more efficient.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Tell me your dream vacation. Where's someplace you want to go and visit?
Mm. Yeah, I've never been to Hawaii like for my whole life. Like, yeah, I see a lot of like fun stuff going on there, especially on YouTube. And I'm not a good surfer, but I'm like okay surfer. I want to see like what the hype is about in Hawaii. So I really want to get there. Yeah.
All right, good stuff. Good stuff. Um, tell me the last book you read.
Last book I read was I forgot the name of it. I forgot the name of it. It's like it's a tennis book, actually.
Okay,
Uh,
a tennis
mentally,
book.
yeah, mental game of tennis, I think.
Okay,
Yeah,
nice.
yeah. Actually, the inner game of tennis.
Okay,
Yeah, that's what it's called. The inner game of tennis. Yeah.
inner game of tennis. All right,
Yeah.
good stuff. So, um, last random question here: if you had any superpower at all, what would it be?
Like, I've been thinking like if I can kind of like move extremely fast like Flash or like kind of like change it like a time like as I'm moving
Yeah.
1.5x than other people so sometimes yeah like cuz I baseball if I throw fast I can't really hit it so like I thought that can be something nice yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good stuff. Good stuff. All right. One more question before I let you go, and I really appreciate the time and joining us. I know it's spring break, but you're in the middle of baseball season, and congrats so far. I think exceeding expectations is how I would put it. I don't probably Coach Grinder's not exceeded his expectations just yet, but so far so good with the baseball program. Start so far, so congratulations on that. But um, what do you like best about UTPB? What's your favorite thing about UTPB? And it doesn't have to be athletics; it could be anything at UTPB.
Anything you well it has to be athletics because like it's a big part of my life currently like the facility that we have right now, like especially the training facility, and like training rooms and stuff, because like I go there every day, like literally, like I don't think I've ever missed a day to go to training room just to get my treatment, get my like do my mobility routine, get my body right. They've been really super helpful, and then like they don't really hesitate to help other athletes. So that's like something that I really like about UTPB. Like I didn't really expect it before I got here, but yeah, it's like training staff been great. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, Eddie, thanks. I really thank you so much again for the time, and really enjoyed getting to know you and talking to you a little bit more here. And just it's been a lot of fun. So thank you for that, and we'll let you back to the rest of your day. All right.
Appreciate it. Thanks for having me. Means a lot.
Yeah. Thanks so much.
Thank